Good afternoon. It's Windjammer, and I'm coming from the local Sipsey Wilderness in Alabama. So I am parked at the Bordon Creek trailhead. It is an absolutely beautiful day. It's like 70 something degrees. End of February, beginning of March. And spring has definitely sprung. And it's a beautiful day. That being said, there are a lot of people out here. I think there's like maybe like 8 or 9 cars at this trailhead alone. So probably gonna be pretty popular out there. I don't know how many of those people are gonna be backpacking like I am today, but I'm sure some will be. So my plan for today is, last year I posted what was supposed to be the ultimate Sipsey Wilderness backpacking trip that turned out to maybe not go exactly as planned. I'll put a link up there and you can maybe watch that video if you want. So I made this big loop around. I went through Eye of the Needle. I camped on the Sipsey Fork, which was actually a really beautiful campsite. And then I had plans the next day to go up to Big Tree, down to Fall Creek Falls, camp again, and then do like the Fat Man Squeeze, the Borden Creek area as well. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I did the Eye of the Needle and camped, went up to Big Tree, and then bounced right on out. So now I'm basically doing the other part of that. So we're gonna go straight to Big Tree first, come around, camp at Fall Creek Falls, and then do the Borden Creek section in the morning. So here we go, down to the apocalyptic bridge first. There's some big rains that came through here the past couple of days. It looks like things are flowing well and looking very pretty. All right, after that bridge, I just kept straight on 224, which is just an old logging road. So I've been climbing that old logging road for a little piece. A little piece, but it's a little piece. That's my impression of Robert De Niro backpacking, maybe. Anyway, I think it levels out here in a little bit, but there's absolutely nothing scenic about 224 in this old logging road. But it is what it is. I'll stay on this until the turnoff towards Big Tree, and I'm not actually sure how far that is, but when we get there, I'll fire the video back up, because that old video I was talking about, I kept going straight past that and made a big loop around to Thompson Trailhead, which will not be the route for today. Anyway, I think we're probably getting close to the end of the climbing, hopefully. Well, this section is a little longer than I remember it being. Seems like I've been on here a while. I really haven't. I just checked the phone. And I've been walking along this section for about 35 minutes, maybe 40. I don't know, I guess it just felt a lot longer. But as you can tell, it does have its own charm. I mean, the pine's nice. I like that. It's very soft to walk on. And it's flat, so you can just really blaze through this area. So that's all good. But I didn't bring my paper map. I left that on my desk at home, which kind of sucks, because I could show the routes of the previous trip that I posted, that I tagged, linked, compared to what this route's going to be. But that said, it's okay. I do, however, have a map on my phone that I'm checking, and I'm probably about maybe halfway to my intersection. along the 224 trail from when I started it. So I'm gonna guess another 25-30 minutes of cruising along this little area. All right, I'm coming up 224. You'll see this sign right here. It says 204. And this is the cut through to Big Tree. So right behind me on this trail, you'll take a left if you're coming from Bordon Creek on 204, and it cuts straight on down to Big Tree. So a couple of things of note. From the Bordon Creek trailhead to this intersection is 4.3 miles. A bit longer than I realized it was, but it's still not, you know, obviously very far. And once you get to the bridge and start going up 224, you have that little climb for maybe half a mile or so, and then it's pretty much just smooth sailing the whole way. So it's an easy walk is what I'm getting to. That said, it's not a scenic walk. Definitely not the prettiest section of trail ever, but it gets you to where you want to go, because from this point, once we get down to Big Tree and cut down to where the Sipsey Fork is, it's really beautiful the entire time. It's also a very lonely trail. I don't know if I've ever really seen anyone on here before until today, and I have actually come up and down this trail multiple times day hiking. But there was a group of about 8 or 9 people all backpacking together. So, you know, that was a big group, but other than that, I didn't see anybody for that almost 4.5 miles. And yeah, I actually probably see that group again, because they parked at Thompson Trailhead. So the only way to get back from where I saw them would be coming up the trail that I'm gonna be going down later. And it is still a very beautiful day. So next up, we'll get to Big Tree. All right, at this fork in the road, there's a post there, but I don't think it has any signs on it. You gotta go right if you want to get Big Tree. This is actually a really cool trail that actually has a cool overlook, which there's not a lot of in Sipsey. And it's not a huge overlook, but it is pretty cool. It kind of stays up above the ridge near where this canyon is, where Big Tree is. But we're gonna go right and cut through here, drop down to Big Tree, and then cut basically right through the middle of that canyon all the way down to Sipsey Fork, instead of where you could backtrack and take that trail down. So I forgot that little split was there actually. But yeah, so it's good to know. Big Tree you don't want to miss. It's the heart of Sipsey. Well, I've reached the Big Tree area. I'm not really showing it yet. I've shown it in other videos, but we're about to get a good shot of it. You'll see why I love this area so much. It's like encased with cliffs, 2 dueling waterfalls, and then the Big Tree in the middle, which I don't know if you can really see from where I'm at right now, but we'll all obviously get down into it. And here's some people down there. This is a very popular area and such a beautiful day. There's probably no chance we'll have it by ourselves. But anyway, there's the flow. There's the first waterfall right there. I gotta be careful because I am kind of close to the edge here. And let me scooch over along this rim and get another shot looking down into this encased area that's just so beautiful. S'il vous plaît, ça m'entend. Oh man, that is awesome. Let's see if you can see the other waterfall. These rock cliffs keep panning around to the back, and there's another waterfall kind of straight back behind those trees. And I still can't get a view of the Big Tree itself. But let's get down in there. And there's the Big Tree. Obviously with some people around it, but man, it's cool. well, there was 2 groups at Big Tree, one of them large. And I passed one getting there, and I've passed another one leaving. So, like I've already said, it's such an incredibly pretty Saturday afternoon. I'm glad people are out. Hopefully that campsite I like isn't, it's a big campsite, but hopefully it's not crowded or, we'll figure that out when we get there. So anyway, I'm going between these 2 canyons now, basically just splitting down this little place where at the end is the Big Tree area, and at the other end is the Sipsey Fork. So I'll be at the Sipsey Fork soon. All right, Steve. You gotta tell me what kind of bird that is. I'm assuming a woodpecker of some kind? Very consistent. He's after something. But we're almost to the Sipsey. I'm cruising down trail 209, which is like the main trail that goes right through Sipsey with the water right to your, well, for my instance, right to my right the whole way. Now all the way to my campsite, I'm gonna have the water to my right, which is really, really pretty today, and I will get more shots of that for sure. But anyway, trail's very popular today, and it had me thinking. I've passed multiple campsites, multiple groups of people, even a couple people fishing the water, which is really cool. And I was thinking about it, and most of the time, I kind of have a sour attitude about that, a very unhealthy attitude. Yeah, I'm always like, I like my solitude in the woods, blah, blah, blah. I'm a lone wolf, blah, blah, blah. But I was thinking about my friend, SK, and she has a completely different philosophy about hiking as a social event, us all experiencing these beautiful things together. And all these people on this trip have actually made me feel really happy. And I kind of, maybe she's been working on me. I'm coming around. I think she has the healthier, tree limb just fell. It's a good thing I stopped. Thank you, SK. A healthier, more positive approach to being out in the wilderness. Sammy's correct. All right, keep rolling. Look how massive these rocks are. That is so pretty. Still plugging along. This is a really cool little area I'm kind of walking through here. The sun's starting to kind of hide when I get down in here. It's about 4 o'clock, so there's still plenty of daylight. We're just kind of trapped a little down here. She's sitting high up in the sky. It's pretty the way she's flickering through here. And by she, I mean the sun. But I'm not exactly sure how far away I am from campsite, but it can be crazy for maybe a mile tops. So we'll be there soon. When we get there, we'll see the waterfall first. is my favorite. Well, that's not quite true. It's one of my favorites. Passing through a real pretty campsite here. Pretty cool cliff wall to me left. With the water flowing over to me right. Get a shot of that too. Cool little section. Very close to camp now. Fall Creek Falls. I should be getting to any minute. And again, that campsite I'm looking for is just on top of it. I've made it home for the night. This is the campsite above Fall Creek Falls that I was wanting. And there's no one here, which is pretty awesome considering how busy it was today, and how beautiful this Saturday was. But it's all mine. You can hear the waterfall. Oh yeah. And home for the night. All set up, ready to roll. So, I wanted to make a fire tonight. I'm still gonna try. But some previous camper here has left a little bit of wood in there. That's nice, I guess. But they've also left a ton of plastic, tinfoil, all kinds of garbage in there. Don't be this person, okay? This person's dumb. Don't be dumb. So anyway, I'm gonna try to clean that up and get a fire going. I think it's almost about 5 o'clock. It's already getting late, so I don't have a whole lot of time, so better jump on it. Well, I came down here to the creek to wash my hands after cleaning up all that garbage in the fire pit. There's a whole like Kentucky bourbon whiskey bottle smashed in that fire pit. Like, oh, good Lord. Anyway, I saw that and it was beautiful. Little cascades right there. And then it flows down to, this is the top of the waterfall where I was at a moment ago. And this is man, it's just a really beautiful part of Sipsey Wilderness. Sun's starting to go down though. Look at this. There's the waterfall. As I pan left, you can't see the actual sun, but there's these streaks of gold as the sun's setting over Sipsey. I'm looking at the camera and it just really doesn't do it justice, but it is very, very pretty. All right, well, I have a big stack of firewood over there to burn off. Pretty good fire going. And I think that's gonna be about it for tonight. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I literally just woke up, obviously. It is about 7:40 in the morning. I slept great last night. A friend of mine told me about these hoodies called by Duckworth. And man, this thing was so cozy last night. I loved it. Anyway, like I said, 7:40. It's time to wake all this up, pack all this up, and be on the trail. All right, it's about 8:30, and I'm back on the trail. I want to show you this. I don't know if you can see the campsite down there. You can see the fire ring. That's a pretty cool one too. Kind of tucked in this little canyon here. But anyway, I got packed up and I was about to roll out, and I grabbed this bag of garbage from the campfire that was so gross last night. And damn it, if a piece of that glass whiskey bottle didn't poke out and slice my palm open. Now I really hate that guy. I had plenty of stuff to antiseptic wipes and bandages and stuff, so I got it all cleaned up and bandaged up. But still, it's just a reminder to clean up after yourself. You know, good Lord. So anyway, I'm almost to the point where I'm going to have to cross the water. And once I cross the water, the Sipsey Fork picnic area is pretty close if I go the opposite way of where I'm planning on going. So I can unload this stuff in one of the garbage bins there and then head back down Bordon Creek to where my car is. So that's the plan for this morning. And we'll see what the water levels are on that crossing though. That could change things. Well, the water crossing would have been almost chest deep on me. Not quite, but close. So I decided I don't want to fool with that this morning. Fortunately for me, to get to Bordon Creek trailhead where I'm heading, I could just take the other side of the river and go back to the bridge and just cross the bridge because that trail goes to the other side of the bridge. So, two things about that though. I really want to get Fat Man Squeeze on this little video because that's such a cool little area of Sipsey, but it's closer to the bridge than not. So once I cross the bridge, I'm gonna go back down Bordon just to get that on video because like I said, it's a super cool little spot. And the other thing is, the only real bad news about making that decision is I gotta carry this guy's trash 3 miles. Which I really didn't want to do, but oh well. It's not that big of a deal. So anyway, gonna shoot down this side of the Bordon Creek. Yeah, there's Bordon Creek right there, by the way. That doesn't look, well, that's kind of deep too. But anyway, the crossing was a no bueno for me. I don't want to get soaking wet and have to drive home today. Spooky story time with Windjammer. About this time last year, I was out here and I just did a day hike to Fall Creek Falls and back. And on the way back, you see this big old cliffs here. Something was up there, and there was another thing behind me, which is kind of the same situation here, where you can see pretty far behind you on the trail because you're pretty much walking straight through with Bordon Creek on your left, excuse me, when I actually turned in the direction I was going, it'd be on your right. So when Bordon Creek on your right and these big cliffs on your left, I was walking through here on my way back to the car after going to the falls, and there was something behind me and something on that wall up there, and they followed me for a mile through here. And the crazy part is, they were talking to each other. I mean, it wasn't like me talking, but it was some kind of like chirps and stuff. I can't in no way to describe it, but it scared the ever-living crap out of me. And I just kept rolling, and they literally followed me for a mile, like 30 minutes. And you know, every now and then I'd hear the one behind me step on a log or something, and I'd look back and never saw anything. But pretty creepy. Probably the creepiest of situations I've felt with in all my days hiking along these trails. I thought about it last night because, you know, I camped above Fall Creek Falls, and I was thinking about, yeah, I'm camping right in y'all's domain, whatever that was. But so far it was a peaceful night, and it's a peaceful stroll down this place that brings back some creepy memories. There's a little unnamed waterfall that's flowing pretty good with all the rain they had. I've been through here before, and that's never even been a thing. So that's one of the many ones that pop up when the rain comes. Pretty cool. And you gotta love these cliffs. I keep saying it, but you gotta love them. And just like that, we're back to the bridge. But we're not done yet. Like I said, we're gonna head down Bordon just a little bit to get to Fat Man Squeeze, which I hope isn't too far. Because there's a gas station in Double Springs, Alabama that has some great coffee. Really underrated coffee. That's what I want. It's a great shot of the bridge right there, though. Really cool. All right, next stop, Fat Man Squeeze. I just went through here. Now I'll take the camera through. Really cool little section. And this is where it gets its name. As you can see, it's a pretty tight squeeze. I'm not a big guy, and it's touching my back and my chest. There we go. Yeah. That is such a cool area. I'm officially lugging myself up that road back to the parking lot. This was a really great little overnight. It was beautiful weather, and this is the best time to come to Sipsey, in my opinion. Spring, after some good rains, waterfalls were really flowing. Everything was great. I haven't been to Fat Man Squeeze in a while, so that was really cool to see that again. And now, get my butt up here and head into town for that coffee and maybe a honey bun. I added that to the list while I was thinking about it. I'm hungry. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.